The Bart and Nadia Sports Experience is coming up in February, the 12th through the 14th over at the Cox Convention Center. Hey there, I'm Dave Morris here at the Oklahoman's Video Studio. Happy to be joined by my friends Bart Connor and Nadia Comaneci. Great to see you guys again.
Nice to see you.
We're getting close to the end of 2015. How was your year?
Fantastic. Obviously, things are going well at our gymnastic academy, and in our personal lives, we have a 9-year-old boy that keeps us busy and active, so life's pretty good the way I see it. How about you, Juan?
The same, yeah.
Good, I'm glad to hear
everything
that.
Everything is great.
9-year-old Dylan, it's the holiday season. What are you getting him for Christmas? And hopefully he's not watching and spoiling anything here.
He made a list to Santa, so we kind of looked into that, and of course we have our favorite things that we'd like to give to him because we see around what he likes and what he doesn't like. So hope we did a good job.
He wants like a Jeep or something, right?
Yeah,
something practical, right?
Well,
for a 9-year-old.
he's really into like all kinds of outdoor activities. So whether it's snowboarding or the latest thing is archery. So he's all about a compound bow. So we'll see if Santa brings him a compound bow this year.
And what about Star Wars? Is he into the Star Wars?
Yeah, we'll be there.
Yeah, he wants to go to see it, so probably in a few days, hopefully.
Now, are you guys like, hey, it's the mad crowds were there, or do you wait for the crowds to thin out just a little bit?
When it fades a little bit, probably.
Yeah, I'm the same way. I think that's a better experience. Looking forward to 2016, the 40th anniversary of Miss Nadia's Perfect 10. Your wedding anniversary coming up. It's a big year. The Olympics are in Rio.
Right.
Looking ahead to next year, tell me about Rio. What are you guys going to be doing for Rio?
Well, we're doing some broadcasting down there for the host broadcaster in Brazil, which is TV Globo. And we've been there a few times in the last couple of years to see the ramp up for the Olympics. So we'll be doing some broadcasting in English, which will be simultaneously translated into Portuguese.
How is it going in Rio? We've heard reports of the water and the stadiums. And
yeah, almost every Olympics, when you think about it, there are people often commenting about all the challenges as they head into it. It's not unlike that in Brazil, so I'm sure it'll be a challenge. But
part of the process.
Yeah, even in Greece, when we went in Athens, everybody was worried about that. That's not going to be ready, but it was a great Olympics. So probably that's the same thing that people are wondering, like, is Rio going to be ready? Is everything going to be okay? But I'm sure it's going to be ready when we get there.
40 years, Nadia. What do you think about that?
Sounds a lot. I can't believe that's been such a long time because it doesn't feel like it has passed that long. And in the other side, when I think about it, is I remember everything that happened 40 years ago. If I had to think about the routine and how I felt when I was competing, and it was a fast 40 years, but we are still around gymnastics. This is what we like. This is what we do, and that's a lot of things to celebrate in 2016.
You guys have been such great ambassadors for the sport, both for the Olympic movement, but then also for the sport of gymnastics. What is the state of gymnastics these days?
Well, in the U.S., the U.S. teams are terrific. The U.S. women are dominating the sport of the gymnastics around the world now. The 4 best teams in the world are U.S., Romania, Russia, and China, but the U.S. is currently really heavily favored to win in the women's competition in the Olympics. In the men's competition, it's Japan and China that are sort of top of the world, and then the U.S. is in the mix with other countries like Great Britain and Russia for a shot at a medal. So Oklahoma is always well represented, especially on the men's team, so we hope to have some of the OU guys to cheer them on at the Olympics down in Rio, so it'll be very exciting.
Very cool. We mentioned the Bart and Nadia Sports Experience coming up February 12th through the 14th. On the 13th, which is the Saturday of that weekend, is the big family event. And set us up there, Bart.
Well, we're so excited about how this event has grown. We've been partners with the Oklahoman going back, at least 10 years, but for 8 years we've been doing it on a large scale. And it's very exciting. The thing that we've added a couple of years ago is a field trip for 4th grade students from the inner city public schools.
That's a great idea.
And so we'll have almost 300 students down there that come down on the Friday, February the 12th. And they'll be there all morning, and they'll have a chance to try a whole bunch of different sports that they might not have been exposed to. So they'll try judo and gymnastics and archery and slacklining and soccer and running and rowing and kayaking. And then they'll listen to some some Olympians and some Paralympians and even Special Olympians to give them a little bit of an inspirational talk and have a healthy meal. Because our whole goal is to try to reach kids at about 4th grade level, 10 years old, to help understand that, you know, making good decisions around fitness and nutrition will affect you the rest of your life. So you need to be mindful of that at a very early age. And so that's an at-risk group that we're trying to reach, particularly through our efforts, and we've had great success over the last few years with it.
You mentioned the students will be visiting on February 12th on the Friday. The Perfect Hidden Challenge will also be on that Friday, and you guys have the Nadia Comaneci International, the International Invitational, and the Bart Conner International Invitational. A lot of gymnasts are coming into town. 3
full days of experience for everyone. We're going to have probably, besides 1,500 gymnasts who will compete in the 3 days of gymnastic competition from 6, 7 years old all the way up. We are also hosting the Nadia Comaneci International Invitational, where we have about 7 countries who will participate. So that's always fun because most of the gymnasts who come and compete there, they are the ones who you will see 4 years from now at the next Olympics because they are basically juniors at this time.
You guys travel an awful lot throughout the year. You were mentioning London earlier. What were you doing in London, and what else are you guys involved with?
I was actually in Lausanne a few weeks ago. There was a meeting, the IOC meeting, so I'm a part of the Athletes Commission of the IOC, so it's all related to the Olympics.
Yeah, just about everything we do has something to do with the Olympics, and that's really one of our goals and one of the missions of our whole operation with the Bart and Nadia sports experience is that our lives have been positively affected by connecting with the Olympics and the ideals of the Olympics. You know, the Olympics are about the world coming together in peace and playing fair, trying hard to win, but also about, respecting each other, respect your competitors, and hopefully we can set an example for children that, living a healthy lifestyle pays dividends. And so everything that we know and everything we experience and the continued success that we have has a lot to do with the Olympic values that we learned from having been athletes. And so we're just trying to do our part. There's so many good things happening in this community, as you know, with the River Sport Rapids coming in, and the Olympic trials will be here, and all the amazing sort of rowing and kayaking activities going on along the river. We're just trying to do our part to help kind of remind people that you need to be mindful of health and wellness and fitness, nutrition, be active, and hopefully we can make a difference with the lives of children here in Oklahoma.
Fantastic. Bart and Nadia, everybody. The Bart and Nadia Sports Experience, February 12th through the 14th at the Cox Convention Center. Congratulations on all of your success, the 40 years, the 20 years of you two, and then also the Bart and Nadia Sports Experience. And thank you so much for your time today.
Thank you.
Thank you, Dave. Good to see you.